Well, hello guys. I'm going to show you how to properly craft maps in PoE2 0.3 League Third Edict. This is either whether you want to craft it to make money or you just want to craft it for yourself. I'm going to be showing two different ways depending on what you want to do with it. First one is going to be first 10 maps I'm going to craft for the negative rarity farm, and then the second 10 maps I'm going to craft for the positive rarity farm, right? Or the MF. So the way you want to do this, you want to grab, I'm doing it on a sample of 20 maps just to prove you this is the investment. So this is your investment and maybe just a couple of alchemies and exalts we're going to use. But this is your investment. So it doesn't really cost much, maybe three divines for 20 maps, 2-3 divines, something like that, which you will make only by selling one map. So what you're going to do, first you want to make sure that all these maps have first at least 2 mods. You can use the alchemy, but I like to use the 2 mods first, and then whichever is not rare, you will add the alchemy orb. When you add the alchemy orb, you need to make sure that these maps all have 6 mods. Okay, now all our maps have 6 mods. The next thing we want to do, we want to use the omen. The one that I'm using for the negative rarity when I farm 82 maps is going to be this one for the pack size or the rare monsters. What you can also use is the one for this one for rarity, but right now I'm not doing that because I want all of these maps to go 16 for the non-rarity farm, negative rarity farm. So this is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna use, let's say, the pack size, and the first 10 maps I'm gonna be using the pack size, okay? So we are converting everything to pack size mods. Now when we have that, you just need to make sure that these maps do not have minus negative resists. So whichever has minus negative resist, you want to roll over that again, so you make sure you don't have it. So I hit, I think, 2 or 3 maps. So what I'm gonna do now, right now, I'm gonna take the pack size again. I'm gonna see which maps actually have. I'm gonna grab an extra 10 chaos just in case, 20, and we need to see which maps actually have the negative rarity. This one has, okay, unlucky. Okay, we removed it. This one has, we removed it. This one has, we removed it. Okay, now all our maps have pack size mods. Now we're gonna do the same thing with, but using rare and magic monsters. So we use the same thing. We use the 10 chaos. Now, for the sake of the negative rarity farm, I don't really need that many rare monsters, to be honest. So magic monsters are pretty fine for me. But in case you want more rare monsters, you just do the same. You would use the omen again and then slam the chaos. Okay, so this is the first step of the craft that is done. So what we're going to do now, we're going to use the omen of sinister necromancy. So we want to force a prefix to be desecrated on these maps. So I'm gonna do that for all of these maps right now. Okay, so we have a desecrated prefix on all of them. You can see all 6 mods are filled, so we are good on that. Now, the next step before we go into the well, to finish the craft. So what we're gonna do, we are gonna use the delirium liquid guild for the pack size and the rare monsters for the other 10 rare maps. So I'm gonna do this. Let me close the map device. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We do this, and we do for all of them. I could have done this with 10 maps just to make it a bit shorter, but it's good to have a sample of 20 maps because that really tells you where you are, because sometimes you can get really unlucky with the with revealing the desecrated mods. So yeah, now we're gonna do for the other 10 maps with rare monsters, we're gonna do the paranoia, as most people like to use the paranoia. These are not very expensive, especially considering how worthless the exalt is right now, like over 900 exalts for a divine. So yeah, but even if you want to sell these maps, they sell quite fine, so you will see. And we do the final two. There you go. So we have all our maps. Now the next step before we go into this is the big misconception that I don't think that many people are aware of, and I want to take my uh, fellow streamer. I'm not a streamer, but the guy I like to watch, Mr. Nine Lives. He's actually the best negative farmer that I see on Twitch, and this is where I actually saw it from him. So we're gonna corrupt these maps using, of course, the omen of corruption because we want to force the change. What I believe, out of these 20 maps, if we get 4 of them that are level 16, I'm gonna be more than satisfied. So let's file the maps and let's see what we get. So I have 2 of them, which is, to be honest, quite unlucky. Usually in 20 maps you would get 3 to 4 maps, but this was quite unlucky. I only got 2 of them. So, but this is the catch. Now, even though this map is corrupted, we can still reveal the map. Now, the last step is up to you. I usually prefer to use the abyssal echoes because it does pay off 100%, even though it's like 70. I bought it for like 70 exalts each. But it does pay off because only by selling one map, like if I get overrun on any of these tier 15 maps, that map will sell for 2 divines. So, and you pay out the entire investment for doing this, and you craft the maps for yourself if you're doing that. So now we're gonna go to the well. We go to the well, and we're gonna start revealing. Sometimes you will get lucky, sometimes you will get unlucky. For the maps that are tier 14, I would not advise using the abyssal echoes. So for 14s, I'm gonna just use the. And if you can see, like when we vaal the map, we do not lose the desecrated mod in like 90% of the cases unless the map is changed. See this one? This map changed, so anyhow we cannot use it for that purpose. This one. So we cannot use it for that purpose, but we don't need it. So these are like, I think, the only 2 maps that lost the desecrated mod. Usually they don't, but you see. For these, it doesn't really matter. I tend to sell these for 2 chaos each. For T14s, I think they can go for 1 chaos. But yeah, for these, I'm just gonna do this quickly just to get rid of them. These don't really matter. There you go. I'm gonna move this over here. 14s, we don't need them. Now I'm gonna turn on the abyssal echoes because we're gonna do the other maps. Okay, this one we cannot change. So let's go. We reroll, hoping for overrun. No overrun. What can you do? You go next. It's all RNG. Abyssal modifier is also okay. But what we really want to do is hit overrun on the tier 16s. There we have the maximum overrun. So if you see now this map, if I only select the overrun and the rare monsters without even the rarity, this is gonna be, what is the, this is going to be 2 divines. So only by selling this map, which is corrupted, I'm going to return my entire investment, and everything that you craft else is going to be profit. Like if you get overrun on these T16s, they're selling, if they don't have rarity, because we don't need rarity for these guys, they can sell for 5 to 8 divines easily. So it's up to you whether you want to sell them or not. But yeah. These unlucky. Unlucky. There we go, another one. So we got 2. This one is a low roll 14, but that can also sell. Sometimes you want to have this increased difficulty because if you already have overrun, I heard some people have nice drops over there as well. Additional pits is also fine in case you find it. But what we really want is to have, yeah, I forgot to turn on the omen for this one. But what we really want is have overrun on these 2 maps. So let's hope we do get one. There you go. So this map, I'm gonna use it because I need it, but and another one. Bingo. So you see this? I have out of 20, this is how it usually goes. For 20 maps, you have 4 of them. You sell 1 for profit. You have 3 if you want to use by yourself, or you can sell them. This is also runnable. But for instance, tier 16, if you take a look at this magic and rare monsters with overrun, and let me check the price, and without even considering another additional modifier, but these maps are at least, so we don't have a single one like this. Let's check the rare monsters only. 6 divines is the cheapest one. So 6 divines is, if you just want to sell them, you can easily make at least just doing the crafting session, then putting on sale, but easily you can make hundreds of divines per day if you want to, just by crafting maps. I hope that this video helped some of you guys. If you are into crafting, I pretty much enjoy crafting in this league, and I hope that this one showed you something that you did not know before. Godspeed, take care, and enjoy PoE2 before the new PoE1 league comes out. Bye bye, guys.